Wait, before you click off, if you are here for the music, don't worry. We will be talking about that and our new release in a little bit. Welcome. This is the Rossian channel, where we discuss all things Rossia. Hello, I am the creative head of Rossia and this channel. You may be asking, what are we and what is our content? So, what we are will be explained later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But for the type of content we have, oh boy, are you in for a treat. We have 3 books currently, which follow our main character, Valerian Romanus, and his story. Those books take you through twists and turns. You feel a wide range of emotions, from joy to anger to despair to hopefulness to sadness. If you think I am making that up just to get you to think about it and want to read it, I should have you know that I am taking those range of emotions directly from reviews. Not my words, but the readers' words. They've said, they've cried, they've said they felt angry, they felt happy, they felt contentment, they felt despair, they felt with the characters in that story. So, if you want that story, let me know. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for those of you that came here for the music, I am sure you've seen our last teaser trailer with the amazing music behind it. So those lyrics are based on our books, which the songs in this new album do a good job of telling the story as well. The album name is titled The Shadow of Valerian. Who's the shadow? Sorry, The Shadow of Rossia. Who's the shadow? Is it Valerian, Lathros, or the demon that comes in at the end? That's for you to try to figure out. Now, some of you may be asking, why did we choose to go with a DVD cover instead of just a cover picture? Right, because this is the modern age, people rarely use DVDs anymore. Well, because it brings that, we chose it because it brings that feeling of, what's the word? Nostalgia. You can choose to put your word in there, but it makes it feel unique and official in this current world where we don't use DVDs as much anymore. We also chose the changing backgrounds. If you notice, it changes from a lighter gray to more of a blackish gray into a rust-colored cover. So, we chose those changing covers to represent where the album is in the story currently. So at the beginning, it's bright and hopeful. Right, the City of Light is a great example of that. You should take a listen to that. And then in the middle, the album gets darker. Like Festival of Ash, for example. That is a really dark one. You should definitely take a listen to that one. some of you may say it's not that dark, you've seen worse. Which, yes, I'm sure you can think of worse. But some of you may ask, why did we go that dark? Well, because we had to... What's the word? Turn the intensity, the graphicness up so that you can understand what Lathros is capable of, and then so that we can turn it down. Right? No graphicness is good, but you need some graphicness for the most part in order to understand why these people feel the way they do. Why the villagers, the refugees, Rossier, Valerian, Gregory, why they're all somewhat scared or uneasy with Lathros around. Right, so that set the stage of Lathros' character. Actually, the entire beginning of the album sets the stage for Lathros' character. Now, near the end, we change to a rust-colored background. Why we do that? Because it's representing the rust of old Rossia. The rust of the City of Light. The song, the city that the song City of Light was describing. Right? That's not that city anymore. That's not that country anymore. That's hollow. Hundreds of houses. Thousands dead. A war is going on. They are not the same as they were at the very beginning. And then also, each background also changes with Valerian's mindset. He is happy and hopeful for the future. Like we see in the warning, when Gregory tries to warn Valerian, but Valerian's like, no. He knows Lathros. Lathros would never do that. He's then proven wrong. He's blind to the reality. Then, yes, midway through, Valerian realizes his folly, that he was blind. And we see that in Iron and Ink. And then we see a nightmare about the death of everything and everyone he loves. The death of his wife, of his daughter, of the City of Light. For Lathros marching in victorious. Right, we see all of that. That song does a great job of putting it into perspective, but then it also introduces a new character in the story. The demon. And with the next song, we change to the rust colored. So, Valerian kind of like... No. So Valerian, he does not want that future to happen. So, when the demon presents an offer to take away all his pain and suffering and to strengthen him so that he can destroy Lathros, he takes the deal, right? If you know your world's about to be destroyed and you have a deal to not, and you get presented with a deal to not have your whole life destroyed, you are most likely going to take that deal. And so we get to the end of the album with the last song titled Valerian, and in the first line alone, it basically covers the entire album. He says, I remember that brief window, a reference to the beginning, a moment of joy, of purpose, of light. The very beginning. It was joyful. Purpose was there. Everyone had a purpose in the world. And then Valerian goes on to say, but the weight of the world demanded more. Yes, Lathros made the world demand more. Lathros is the one who attacked and killed hundreds and thousands. He destroyed villages, razed them to the ground. He did that. He made it happen. The world, of course, demanded more because the people of Rossia need their leader. They need someone to protect them. And that's Valerian's job as the Emperor. Rossia is just a hollow shell. That's all it is by the end of it. Now, go check out the album link in the description. Part 2 is coming summer 2026. Now, with the lore and the music, other creatives and I were discussing, and we decided the next logical step after that is to have shirts made. So, if you see here, I've been wearing the shirt the entire time. On it has symbols, has Rossia's symbol. Here it is. And the Imperial Eagle. And the eagle is holding a scroll with the full name of Rossia. The Rossian Imperial No. You thought I was gonna give it to you. You thought I was gonna give you the full name now. No. You are gonna have to wait till later in the video to find out the name. Alright. More about the shirts will be coming, but right now it's time for me to go, but our Emperor will be on. So, a word from our Emperor is next. Stay tuned for that. Alright? Goodbye.
You think you found safety, you think you found home. I'll turn your new palace to salt and to foam. I will ruin you. I will ruin him.
Hello. I am the Emperor. And I would like to say, for the first time, I proclaim the Rossian Imperial Federation. Now, how did we get to this point? Well, we begin our journey to this moment on February 19th, 2025. After a dispute with another micronation, I left to set out on a mission to build a bigger, stronger, and more powerful micronation than anything my former friends and leaders could dream of. I named it the Rossian Empire. Within days, we grew to 13 members, surpassing my former country. A few months pass, and it's decided this is getting big. I need to actually make a government. So, the Council of Rossiya was created. Me and my colleagues would go back and forth with my former king, the king of Ilaria. Every week, a new argument. Every week, an argument shut down. In May, we signed 2 treaties. One having a micronation named Bondia become our protectorate, and another to create a vassal with the former second in command of Ilaria at its helm. By June, Rossio was at 60 verifiable members, making it 8th in the world among micronations by population. Keep in mind, none of the micronations I've mentioned, including Rossiya, were ever recognized by other recognized micronations. So we were all just a roleplay group. The Council of Rossiya then realized that we should have culture and constitution. So, I was tasked with creating our culture and drafting our constitution. So that's what I did. I created a YouTube channel to post Rossian songs, and I wrote books for Rossian literature. The constitution that was drafted was passed unanimously after a few changes in mid-July. At this time, we reached our height of 72 verifiable members. Then September came, and the wind turned against us, against the Rossian Empire. That vassal, created with the former second in command of Ilaria, was attacked and wiped out by the Ilarians. Then, the Protectorate wanted out. They started preparing for war. When we sat down with the Ilarian king for peace talks, it was discovered that a portion of Ilarians were going to break free and attack us if we signed a peace treaty, and a portion were going to break free and attack us if we didn't sign a peace treaty. We were surrounded on all sides. As fast as we rose is as fast as we fell. Until October, which then the council devised a plan to retreat into the shadows without a trace. Slowly, one by one, Rossians were leaving on purpose to go into hiding. By November 5th, no one was left. And so, I gave one final decree saying the experiment ended. But we did not waste time. We rebuilt. We made a new constitution, less vulnerable to instability and foreign attacks, more powerful, and we renamed ourselves the Rossian Imperial Federation. We did away with being able to create protectorates and vassals, and replaced that with integration treaties, turning countries that signed into provinces. We reached out to micronations. We gathered recognition. We joined micronational organizations. to honor what we built in this short period of time. We had shirts printed with our emblem on them. We planned a promotion campaign for the 19th, for today. We prepared an album, new emblems to declare to the world, Rossiya is not dead. Rossiya is alive. Rossiya has rebirthed and transcended the past year. We no longer squabble with roleplay groups. We are real and we are here.
You cling to the power, you hold it so tight, but the shadows are moving in the dead of the night. You're a ghost of the past, a relic of old, while I am the future, aggressive and bold. I am the only one who sees what must be, and I'll destroy everything to finally be free. You ask about morals, I left them at the door, tossed them like trash on the cold palace floor. If you want the summit, if you want to be great, you can't let a conscience decide on your fate. I drink and I lie, I steal and I climb, maddening revolution that outpaces time. I've ruined your kingdom, I've exposed every lie. Now watch as your beautiful old Rossiya dies. Nothing slows down change. Nothing slows down me. Rossiya must burn so I can be.